Hi everyone, this is Chaz. The date today is Sunday, June 24th, 2012, and this is another video journal. Let's see. Today is Pride Sunday in most major cities. It is Gay Pride Weekend, commemorating the anniversary of the Stonewall riots that started the modern gay rights movement. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, I did not go to Pride this year. St. Louis holds its Pride Festival on the last weekend in June, last full weekend in June anyway. And there's the festival and the parade. The parade was held today. And I did not go for a couple of reasons. First reason is I worked. I worked yesterday from 6 to 2, and then today I was supposed to work from 8 to 4, but I was asked to stay an additional 2 hours, so I didn't get off work until 6. So I was on my feet for 10 hours today. I was on my feet for 8 hours yesterday, and the last thing I wanted to do after being on my feet for 8 hours and then 10 hours today is go to a festival where I'm going to walk around a lot. So that was the primary reason I didn't go, and the secondary reason is, of course, I don't really feel very proud right now. Not that I'm ashamed. It's just that with David gone, Gay Pride Festival didn't really seem like a place I wanted to be. Again, I'd run into a lot of people who knew us, and then I'd have to explain where David was and why David wasn't there. So this is in the 10 years that I have lived in this area, and it is astonishing to me that I have lived in St. Louis, the St. Louis area for nearly 10 years. It'll be 10 years in about a week and a half that I've been living down here. It is only the second time I have missed Pride. The first time was in 2009 when I was a delegate to the UCC General Synod in Grand Rapids, which happened to be held at the same time as Gay Pride. So, to all of you who went to Pride and had Pride festivals in your town, I hope you had a good time and were proud and outrageous and all of the things that we should be. But I, for one, don't feel particularly proud right now, so I did not go. Hopefully next year I'll feel a little bit more pride in who and what I am, and we'll be able to go probably to Chicago Pride. That's what's going on in that regards. Like I said, with work, I guess I must be doing something right, because initially I was only scheduled to work 31 hours this week, but late last week they asked me if I would work on Thursday, which I originally had off, and then I was asked to stay 2 additional hours today, which actually now brings me up to a full 40 hours for this week, which is good. You know, full-time work is good. So that's what's going on with work. Although I guess I'm getting used to it a little bit more, as my legs are not hurting as bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, they still hurt, but they're not hurting as bad, and I'm not tiring as easily. So, still quite sad. Still tearing up pretty much every day. Actually, every day. At some point, I find some time to, unfortunately, dwell on what's going on, and then I cry. The cats are okay. Snickerdoodle is still wandering around the house meowing a lot. I think he's probably looking for David. I don't know. So, in other news, everything's going well as far as I know with my family. My mom is recovering from her surgery, and everyone else is okay, I guess. Still have not had any contact with David. No phone calls, no text messages, nothing since leaving a Facebook comment. So, on the school front, still waiting to hear about student loans. I don't know how long those take to process, but hopefully once I find out how much I'm actually getting, if I'm getting the full amount, I can start realistically looking for apartments or looking for a living situation. Still have that very generous offer from my friend Tarek, and I've actually been looking into what it would take to commute from where he lives in Lake County to Chicago for my classes, what time trains I'd have to catch, how much the monthly passes would cost, etc., etc., etc. So, Tarek, if you're watching this, I am considering your offer. I think, because I really do want to go to school. I really do want to do this this academic program. So that's what's going on here. I don't know. It's this isn't how I imagined things were going to go when I got accepted to CTS. It really isn't. I'm just sad. I'm just really, I feel like, at times I kind of feel like, why bother? But, I found a school, it accepted me, it's paying for half my tuition, so I should damn well go. I just don't want to go alone, but don't have a choice in the matter. I wish I did. And interesting news, I've made a new friend, kind of. This guy came into where I work about a week ago. His name's Danny. He's 30. He works at Jack in the Box. But he and I have been texting a lot, and we're kind of in similar boats, but not really. He's still with his partner, although he considers his relationship kind of over. He just can't bring himself to end it, and he and his partner have been together for 12 years. But he's a nice guy, and hopefully will be a good friend. So that's about it. Had a potential housing opportunity fall through, which is a bit disappointing. But I'm not going to get into that here real deep because it involves a very close friend of mine and his desire to live his life how he wants to live. And I really can't fault people for wanting things, even when the things that they want can cause me pain. So really isn't a whole lot to talk about today. I really feel, I'm making these videos because I find them very therapeutic, and I enjoy being able to share, as exciting of a life as a convenience store clerk / seminarian can be. But, then my life is in flux, my life is in transition, and I don't know what else to do except for talking about it as best I can and sharing it all with you who watch. So anyway, that's all that I can think of anyway. Oh, one other thing. When David and I were still together, he and I got FOID cards, firearm owner identification cards, because David was going to teach me how to shoot. We're going to go to the target range, and he was going to teach me how to shoot a gun. Well, it turns out, because I was hospitalized for those 36 hours, my FOID card has been revoked because I was hospitalized in a behavioral unit. There is an appeal process if I want to go through it, but given that my relationship with David has ended, and the entire reason I got the card was so that David and I could have something that David could teach me, which was one of the things that David complained about a lot, was that I was always teaching him things and showing him new things, and there was nothing new that he could teach me or show me. So I really racked my brains and tried to think of something that he could teach me and show me, something that I had no experience with. The only thing I could really come up with, well, I came up with two things. One was computers, more in-depth computer knowledge than what I currently have, and the other thing was guns, because his family are gun people. They own guns, they collect guns, they They do target shooting and trap shooting and hunting and all of that other stuff. So David and I went and got FOID cards because he was going to teach me to shoot. And now that he's gone, we never did go to the range. Now that he's gone, there's really no point in my keeping the card. And since it's now been revoked, I might as well just return it to the state police and not have a FOID card. I'm not a real big gun enthusiast to begin with, but it is what it is. Apparently the state of Illinois considers me too unstable because of being hospitalized for 36 hours for acute depression and acute hypertension, that I should not have a FOID card. But that's what's going on. I will talk to everyone later. Feel free to comment on YouTube or on Facebook, and I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.